Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we are going to go over how to buy a guitar. Now, it's going to be a difficult thing to do, but I'm here to help you get through it. Alright guys, as you heard from the intro, we're going to learn how to buy a guitar today. I'm going to go as in-depth as I can. I'm going to give you guys as much of the knowledge as that I know, and the way that I go about buying my guitars, and show you some of the things to look for. And if you're buying your first guitar, my number one tip is to go to the music store, go to the pawn shop, go to the mall, wherever you're buying your guitar from, or wherever you have a guitar available to buy, and play. I would play as many guitars as you can, whether they are expensive, whether they are outside your budget, whether they are below your budget. Play. Just go in there and play the guitars, try them out, feel how heavy they are, feel how you like how they fit in your arms when you're playing them, and make mental notes. If you come across a guitar that you really enjoy, but it's not really your budget, then I would get specs of that guitar and look for cheaper guitars with similar specs as that guitar. So that would be my number one tip, is play and know what you're looking for, because you can't know what you're looking for or what you like unless you play a little bit of everything. So that'd be my tip. Okay, now let's go into the purchasing of a guitar. Say you've played them all, you've settled on one, and you think, I think I'm really going to buy this one. What you want to do is, number one, is you want to give it a good look over. It doesn't have to be so in depth, because that's going to come later as you continue to check out the guitar and vet it and make sure that it's up to par. So give it a good look over. Look at the back, look it over, make sure there's no dings or scratches, or account for all the dings and scratches if that's acceptable. Make sure you're not seeing any cracks, big gaping holes, or anything like that. And make sure your hardware's there. Now, with that being said, it's easy. It is easy to get in the store and just be like, yeah, like play this. Oh, I like this, and take it home. And then once you get it home, you look at it. Oh man, this is busted. This is missing. How did I miss this hole in the back of the guitar? That's happened to me before. Not with purchasing a guitar, but I got a free guitar once, and it had a big hole in the back, and I totally didn't even know until I got it home and played it for a while. I was like, so this thing don't sound right, and I got to looking at it and had a hole in the back of it. So with that being said, give it a nice glance. Make sure you mentally say, give this guitar a grade. How good of condition it is, how well kept it seems. Is it dirty? Is it wiped down? Things of that nature. And once it passes that, then you are going to go into the classic move. If you play guitar, if you've seen people play guitar or check out guitars, it's like a no-brainer. They just go like this, right? They look down. In case you don't know what they're doing that for, or if you do know and maybe don't know all of it, but the reason why I do it is, you look from the bottom end of the guitar all the way up to the headstock of the guitar. And what you're looking for here is so many things. There's such a big list of things that you can catch that are issues with guitars by looking down this way, if you know what to look for. Number one, right off bat, you're looking at the neck. Is it leaning up this way? Is it leaning up this way? Is it backwards? Is it forward? Does it have a big bow in it? Is it twisted? You're looking at the condition of the neck, and you're looking at the condition of your frets and your fretboard, and you're going to look right here at the bottom of your fingerboard. Make sure that's not lifting up or cracked underneath there. You're checking and making sure that you have your rod for your neck, and you're looking at the body looking at the body of the guitar, if there's any waves, dents, knots, or maybe there's some hairline cracks that you missed. Look, just giving it a glance, there might be cracks in the body. You're looking for all these things. The biggest thing that people look over is the pegs when you're looking down, because obviously you see here my pegs are very uniform, as they should be. Should go highest to lowest and increments, and that's the way that it should be. Sometimes you'll have one sticking up high or one buried way down in, and them are things that you want to pay attention to, because you need to know why it's doing that. Is the peg broke? Is is it the hole wallered out? Do they have paper wrapped around it to push it in and keep it in? Does it tend to pop out? Will it keep tune? Then there's a string got tension on it, things like that, because you need your pegs to hold your strings still while you tune them. So if your pegs are messed up, you're not tuning. Another big thing is you're looking right here on the back of the saddle, because these will go like this. They will break up away from the body, and there'll be a crack underneath your saddle there, and maybe it might just be a credit card size, maybe it might just be a piece of paper size crack, but that is going to eventually keep going and going and going until it pops off and your guitar is not playable. So pay attention to that. So that would be your second step, just looking down here, and that's your whole list of things that you look for from that position. Next position you're going to go into is going to be just your playing my guitar position. And what I look for next here is you look straight down behind the strings, across the soundboard, all the way to the bottom of the guitar. So I'm just looking straight past the sound hole, behind the strings, straight down. And what you're looking for here is if it's cupped, it'd be shaped like a cup. Your body of your guitar will go like this, or it might be humped. There might be, might be able to see damage that you didn't see prior. That's a good place to check, because if you have issues going on here around your sound hole, it's cupped or it's bowed or it's whatever has damage here, is you know that's a no-no. That's an issue with that guitar. From this position, next we are going to check the action. You're going to look at the action of your guitar. Action, how far away from the fingerboard is your strings on the top to the bottom. Is it small up here, big up here? Should be a little difference as you go down. But if it's paper thin up here and it's got enough to put your fingers behind back here, you got major issues. You're not going to be able to get any type of good playability out of the guitar unless you get it worked on. So that, check your action. Next, what you're going to look for, since you're already looking in this direction up and down the neck, you're going to look for this seam behind your fingerboard here. Sometimes they crack, they'll be peeling, might be lifted up. So that's definitely something you want to check for and look for. You want to see what kind of condition your guitar is in, and you want to know, because you don't want to go in and somebody say, give me $75 million for this guitar, and it's all falling apart. So which that's an outrageous number, but next, what we're going to look for, since we're here looking and up and down, is you're going to check your tuner keys. This is a big thing that people overlook, or big thing that people neglect to check, and then they get home and they find out, dang, I can't even tune my guitar. My tuner keys are broken, or one of them. If any one of these are out of order, you're shut down. There will be no tuning your guitar with a broken tuner key. So good thing to do would be just plug the string, tune it down, listen, make sure it's going down as you're tuning down, and check all of them. Even if you only do one full twist and twist it back up, one full twist, twist it back up, one full twist, twist it back up, and make sure it's going up and down, higher, lower. Because there is a lot of different issues that you can run into with a tuner key, whether it be it only turns on one spot, so you have to twist it 360 and you only get like a, it only tune just a little bit and the 360 again until you get back to that spot, like the gears are wallered out or busted or anything like that. Another thing to look for on your keys is the back of your keys. Some keys have caps, some keys are open geared, some keys are completely enclosed. You just want to make sure that all the nuts and bolts and everything that is supposed to be there is there, because you know these little screws on the back of your keys are important, because if they weren't there, your tuner key would just unravel because it's not got anything to hold it into that stationary position. Up here on the front of your keys, there's a nut and a washer, and you know you want to check them with your fingers, make sure they're all tight, make sure you're not able to spin that nut off by hand or the key's not wobbling, because if them come off, they'll get a little play in there and eventually it'll waller it out, and if it gets so bad you won't be able to return a key into there. So you know the keys are very important to check, and they're commonly overlooked. After we go from the keys, you know, I want to show you guys some of the common points where breaks will happen on your guitar and you won't notice it right away, or they'll creep up on you and get you in the long run. Or you may purchase a guitar from somebody who knows about these cracks, but you're unaware or, you know, untrained to check those places, which not everybody does their due diligence and fully check over their guitars when they purchase them, and that's a big no-no, and we should all do better in that area. Number one is right here at the base of this, where it touches the body right here, all the way around. Okay, what will happen is you'll get cracks in this area. If you have cracks in this area, it could be a sign of something much worse to come, like the whole neck of your guitar falling off. Next spot from there would be right here, and you can see, if I can get you to see, this piece and this piece are two different pieces, and there's a joint that connects them right here. Now, not all guitars are like that, but this one is. This is a common place too, to where they will get a break, especially if it's been dropped, especially it's been beat around or anything like that. So right there's another place that it'll get a break. You know, I would say the most fragile part will be right here. Now typically it's the same scenario as right here, where the headstock is different piece than the neck here. This guitar in particular is not, but these are very fragile. They're way more fragile than you would think, and they snap often. I've had, I don't know, 2 or 3 happen to me here. I've had a couple snap off from here before, and it's not fun. It's not fun for your guitar to break or to have to fix it. I've received guitars from people and they've been broken, most commonly in this area or this area here. So that's the most common breaks that you want to look for. Now, something that is less common of a break but can still be very sneaky and very hard to catch is along the seams right back around here. You know, on the top and the bottom, it goes all the way around. I have received guitars that have had, you look at them like this and they're normal, but down here it's not connected. There's just a big crack, and these are separated, but it's just kind of holding itself in place, but there is actually a crack and it's separated. So that would be like the least common, I believe, out of all of them that I've ran across, but it is a place where they break. Now, you know, guitars should have banding or whatever you would like to call this strip, and you definitely like to have all of that intact on your guitar. That protects the joints where they glued them together and things like that. So I think your guitar passes all those checklists and you like the way it sounds and you're okay with the price, then you're ready to purchase your guitar. Thanks for stopping by the channel, guys. I had fun making this video for you guys. Not every day that you can help somebody out. If you guys are getting helped out by my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, there'll be more content to come.